Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt at this week's BBO weekly free instant tournament. I'm doing this because in this format because I hope you're going to play them beforehand. It's the same hands all week from a Friday to Friday, and the robots should play in the same way against you as they do against anybody else who plays the same line. So, but my aim here is to try and talk through my thoughts to um, basically to develop the counting of the hand is the main thing that can benefit improving an intermediate players, is to try and work out where the unseen cards are. And that's what I'm trying to show in these videos. So if you think I'm succeeding, then please do subscribe to the channel. It's free and it does help me, and like the video, share with other people. But we're going to play the weekly free instant tournament. So we're going to instant tournaments, weekly free, play, and it's 8 boards, match points, and best hand. So nobody can have more high card points than you. They can have the same with a better distribution, but so you don't strictly have the best hand, but nobody can have more high card points than you. And we didn't need them to tell me that because I've got 21 high card points here. So nobody can have more than that. The intermediates are not great, but I've got all 4 aces, which is always good. So I don't think I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to play, just say 2 no trumps. I'm not going to upgrade it to 2 clubs followed by 2 no trumps. So I'm just going to say I've got the 21 high card points. And this is a Texas transfer to spades, which the robots, I think, use basically when they're only interested in game. They're not interested in the slam. And obviously the ace king doubleton of spades is one of the downgrades in this, in that you want your points in your long suits. The ace king of hearts with a 4-card suit would be more valuable than the ace king of spades just as a doubleton. So we'll play 4 spades and see what the robots do. And they're rightly leading trumps. So we've got 1 sure entry to dummy in diamonds. We've got quite a lot of diamonds. Leading spades is not going to give away a trick. So we'll play low and see if they play a big card. We'll play the queen, which means the jack is with West. Probably not doubleton. Dummy had 6, we had 2, so they have which is 8, so they've got 5 between them, and it could be 4-1. But I don't see any point in keeping the jack, the king of spades in this hand. We want to get across to dummy lots of times to play cards towards our hand. Oh, the 9's a good card to see. There's probably going to be a low card here. Yeah, so they've just got the jack. And it may be we want them to get in with the jack to play round to our hand. So the question of what we play next. I think we can always set up a diamond to throw a club away. So I'm going to go across to the king of diamonds. The 9 appears and the 8. So we have 6, they've got 7. Why are they playing high cards between them? I don't know. One of them might be signaling that they got an even number, but we may as well take this finesse. If it loses, we've got the hand we want on the lead. And they're going to cash their jack of spades to stop being thrown in again. We'll throw a heart away. And now they're playing the club. So the 2, that looks like it's could be from an honor, but they play low from 3 or 4 small. The queen appears here, so the king could be on this side. Oh, there's no point in ducking it. Right, so we've got ace jack of diamonds are winners. We've got 3 winners in this hand, and we can throw away 3 of these cards from dummy. So we've always got one more loser. And it's difficult to see how we can avoid that. We may as well throw the club away. And the hearts. Club goes from there. I'm going to ruff a club. As expected, the king doesn't appear. I'm going to play a spade. There's another club. And there's another heart. So with this hand have the king of clubs and two hearts left. It could have. The king of clubs could be in this hand though. There is not a genuine squeeze unless the king of hearts and the king of clubs are both in this hand, in the east hand. I'm going to play a spade. They've thrown a heart away, so I'm going to throw the club away. King of clubs was there, so there was no squeeze. Heart to the ace. All right, so only 21% to make for making four spades there. You see lots of people are making over tricks. You can just finesse diamonds the other way for an over trick, or the robots can do something nice for you. To see what the top one did. They got the three of spades, lead the king, cash the ace, led the five of hearts, and the robot popped up with the king. Right, okay, so if you try hearts rather than diamonds, you're going to make an over trick. Right, and we got another big hand now for board 2, 9, 15, and 8, 23, 24 points, 4, 4, 4, 1 shape. Right, this is not great, but basically, you've got to open this two clubs. 3 diamonds from partner. So this is positive. They got 5 plus diamonds, king, queen of diamonds, 8 plus total points. So we're really interested in the ace, king, queen of diamonds, and then we will be interested in king of hearts. But I think we're going at least to 6 no trumps here. It's possible that if all the points are in diamonds, we may have a problem. But I'm going to try 4 no trumps here. We've got 1 key card, so missing 1 of the ace or king. So I'm just going to try 6 no trumps. So that should mean that they've got an honor somewhere outside of diamonds if they're missing the ace or king, and they've got 8 plus points. Right, and there they are, the queen of clubs. Right, so we've got 3 spade tricks, 4 heart tricks is 7, 4 club tricks is 11, and the ace of diamonds is 12. So we've got chances of a 13th trick in diamonds or the 9 of spades, if spades are 3-3 or the jack 10 come down, or if the same hand has the jack 10 of spade, has the spade, has 4 spades, as has the king of diamonds. So we're going to come down to an ending where we've got the jack of diamonds and the 9 of spades in our hand and the ace queen of diamonds in dummy to try and get an over trick. So there's no reason to do anything other than cash these high cards. We won't let them know we've got ace, king, queen of spades, just in case. We'll encourage them to drop that. Nobody's thrown anything away yet. There's a spade thrown away. That's good. Cash our last heart. See if they throw another spade away. Now we'll throw a diamond this time. Now we're going to go with the clubs. See if they throw anything useful away. Strand of clubs. Somebody's got to make a discard. They've made a diamond discard. See how the spades are. Remember, there's been one spade discard. We've got 7, so they've got 6. So we've seen 3 of them so far. And there's the jack. Right, there we go. We've seen 5 of their spades. So the 10's going to fall on this one. And we can make the 9 of spades. And the ace of diamonds. And the diamond finesse was right. So 6 no trumps plus 1 is only 64.3%. Somebody bid 7 no trumps. But that's, you really want it to be close to 70% before you bid a grand slam, because you're giving up your small slam bonus. And it's not that. I mean, there's the diamond finesse and there is the squeeze. So it's better than 50%, but I'm not convinced it's as much as somewhere around 67 to 70% that you need to bid a grand slam. So I'm happy that I've bid 6 no trumps. That's the right contract. And we made the right play to make the over trick. Big hands today, 3, and this is another 22 high card points. Yeah, it's not, once again, we've got points in the short suits rather than the long suits. The question is, should I devalue this to a 21 high card points and open 2 no trumps rather than 2 clubs? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to open this 2 no trumps. Partner's got nothing. We'll struggle to make 8 tricks. 3 clubs is Stayman. That's what we wanted to hear. Diamonds, no. 3 no trumps. So partner's got a 4-card major. Otherwise, they wouldn't use Stayman over 2 no trumps. Robot system over 1 no trump. They may not have a 4-card major when they bid Stayman, but over 2 no trumps they do. So we've got 4 heart tricks. We'll make a spade trick is 5 on this lead. We've got 2 club tricks is 7, and a diamond trick is 8. I'm going to play this 6 of spades. Hope they won't play the 7. I'll play the ace. 9 of diamonds. Well, I'm going to play low here. I want to exhaust some hand of diamonds. They played a high one, so they're encouraging. So I expect they could. No, they've gone back to spades. They've removed my diamond entry from my hand. Right, so 10-9 of spades are equal against the jack. I can knock out the jack of spades and the other one will be good. I've still got stops in every suit. The difficulty is I don't have 2 guaranteed entries to dummy. So I might give up a heart trick in winning a spade trick. I think I'm going to see if they will give me, am I going to play a club to see if the queen of clubs is in the west hand, in which case the jack of clubs will be a trick and I can use 2 entries to dummy. But if they go up the queen of clubs, they may switch to a diamond and defeat that. So I think, am I going to play for the 10 of hearts to drop in 3 rounds and set up a spade and hope that, otherwise hope that the extra trick comes in the minor suits. And I'm going to play the king of hearts and see what happens. Five and six. Where are the 2, 3, and 4? Are they signaling an even number? Looks like the hearts are 4, 2. Looks like they're both signaling that they have an even number because they play high-low with an even number. So this is the moment of truth. I've got choice of playing Queen of Hearts to the ace, and then set up a spade, or playing a low club towards the jack. So I have 2 winners in dummy so that it's safe to overtake. But if they knock out one of my, yes. I could play the ace king of clubs first, but that might set up 2 club tricks for them. There's no harm in playing 1 club to see if anything interesting happens. 3, 2, 4. So clubs may well be 3, 3. They both seem to be indicating an odd number. So, yeah, I'm very tempted to do this now and play for the clubs to be, well, the jack of clubs is now a winner. I play a heart. Now I'm going to play so the jack of clubs is a winner. I can set up a winner there. I'm going to use, and I've got the ace of diamonds to throw a heart away if I come to my hand. I can play the jack of hearts. I'm going to play out the spade. That's going to give them the jack of spades. And right, so I think that they played the low one here. So I think the hearts are 4, 2. So I'm going to play the ace and play the queen and then knock out the jack of spades. If this hand plays another heart, I'll finesse the 9 so that I have that. So I'm going to play the ace of hearts, and they've played high-low as well. So I'm going to play the queen of hearts underneath the ace. So if they put me in hand with the ace of diamonds, I've cut myself off from the ace of diamonds now. There we are. We'll force out the jack of spades. And either this hand has no hearts, which seems likely. So now I can throw away the 9 of hearts, win the ace of diamonds, and play a heart to the jack. The 9 of spades is good. And jack of clubs is good. That's got a 75%. I expect the robots helped some other people along the way, but that wasn't easy. And you may think that the robots are foolish, signaling their length to each other and to the declarer. But the defenders need to signal to each other in order to get the defense right. Otherwise, they don't have information about their partner's hand in the way that the declarer does. And you can see a lot of people did go off. There were alternative lines of play. Basically, giving up a heart trick to make the 2 black suit tricks was the crucial thing there, unless the robots did something to help you. Right. 1 heart pass round to me. And this is a protective 1 no trump. If the north hand here over 1 heart would have 15, 17 points if they bid 1 no trump. But when it's gone pass, we know east has very little, 0 to 5 points. So either this hand has a very big hand or north has got some points but couldn't bid over 1 heart. So you'll see that one no trump here is a bouncing no trump, shows it, we've got a balanced hand with 11 to 15 points. And that's what we have. So we're bidding one no trump here. It looks like we might get passed out in it. Right, and then we can see what partner's got. And you can see partner couldn't overcall over one heart because they had hearts and they didn't have enough points to bid one no trump. Now, there's a good case for them bidding two no trumps here. If we've got 15 points, then we definitely want to be in game. We probably want to be in game anyway. So dummy has turned up with 12 points and we've got our 13, so that's 25. So there's very little that's not in this hand. Well, they've got 15, so the king of clubs could be in this hand, but it's more likely here. So it looks like we want to play clubs towards the queen to set up the clubs. Diamonds is the real danger. We've only got one stop in diamonds. The hearts, we know this one's here. This hand's got opened one heart, so they've got at least 5. So this hand can't, we've got 4 and 3, that's 7. So this hand can't have more than 1. It might have the jack, but if I play the 8 here, it might win, or I can win the ace if they're putting the 9 or the jack. But then if they put in the 9, I'll have a marked finesse against the jack. And I've still got the ace of clubs as an entry. So I'm going to play the 8 of hearts. And it wins. So now we've got the 3 heart, we've got 3 more heart tricks. I'm going to try and set up clubs. There's the king. Yeah, I'm going to play the 9 just in case they've, no, the 10 drops. I could have played the queen because they're going to play a heart now. And I need to unblock the clubs before I come to my hand with the ace of hearts. So king of hearts. If I played the king of clubs under the queen, I wouldn't need to do stuff in this order. But that would have run a risk if this hand had 4 clubs as well as 5 hearts. I can play the 10 of hearts. Here they've thrown a big spade there. So do they have, they can't have the ace of spades because that would leave this hand only with 11 points. And the robot doesn't very often open 11 points. They do sometimes. So it could be the queen of spades is here. So king of clubs produces the 2 of diamonds. I have to decide what to throw away. I think I'm going to keep my diamonds, throw a spade away to start with. Diamond from there as well. And another diamond. So I haven't got so many diamonds to play when they get in. I'm going to throw the jack of spades away. Well, I think this hand has the queen of spades is what I think. And this hand has the ace. So I'm going to throw the jack of spades away so I can not get stuck in that hand. And a spade, another spade thrown away from there. The diamonds, queen of diamonds. This hand hasn't thrown a heart away, so they've got a winning heart. I think they've got the king of diamonds. I think they've got a winning heart, the king of diamonds. and another heart. So I think they've got a singleton ace of spades at the moment. I don't think they can avoid giving us our heart trick. So I'm going to just play the diamond. No, this hand has the winning diamond. So the ace queen of spades is sat over us. So they're throwing their hearts away. And so we gave up a trick that we shouldn't have given up. So we could have made 9 tricks there by cashing the queen. So that's why we got 39%. We decided to believe this 9 of spades was showing the queen rather than a diamond. It would be easy to make 9 tricks. 150 would have been good. You can see that they would have been 64%. So that attempt to get more tricks was a 10th trick was not successful. So East opens a club, and we've got 14 high card points. We've got a club stop. We only have a doubleton spade. We can pass because if West passes, then we expect North to protect, to bid with a hand that isn't worth an immediate overcall. This hand's always going to be reluctant to pass one club that could be a 3-card suit. If they say 1 spade and goes past and 2 spades, then we've got an excellent takeout double. So I am going to pass here. There's a temptation to bid 1 no trump because we've got quite a nice 14. But we're vulnerable, so I'm going to pass. 1 spade, 2 clubs. Now I can make a takeout double showing hearts and diamonds. And then we're going to 3 clubs, so twice 3 biddable clubs. I told my partner what I've got, so I'm going to pass. And my partner now wants to bid 3 diamonds. They didn't want to bid it over 2 no trumps, but this probably means they're short in clubs. So they've got 2 clubs. Well, we've got, this is probably a singleton spade. But they probably have the king of diamonds here. We'd like to get rid of our club loser. Well, they'll obviously go up with the ace of spades. They're probably going to play, well, they're going to give them the spade ruff. Now they're playing their king of clubs. Right. So how did the auction go? This hand's bid 2 no trumps. I think they've probably got the king of diamonds for that bid. They should normally have, they've got 10 to 12 points. We've seen they've turned up with the ace of spades, and that's all in spades. King of clubs is led here, so that's will have the queen, so they can't have more. This hand opened the bidding. Big clubs, clubs, clubs. Had no points. They had the ace. That's, yeah. They had no points in clubs. They had a singleton spade. Sorry, they've got king, queen, jack of clubs, probably 6 points. No points in spades. If we give them the ace of hearts, that's still only 10 points. This hand saying they've got 10 to 12 total points. We know they've got 6 spades to the ace, don't we? Because there were 4 in dummy, 2 in our hand, and 1 there. So that's 7. So they had 6 spades to the ace. So this is their 10 to 12 total points. They're obviously like, are they short? How short are they in clubs? This hand has 6 or 7. Don't think they have 8. So we've got 5. So I think this hand has 1 or 2 clubs. So I think our ace will stand up. We're trying to work out where the king of diamonds is and the ace of hearts. If we gave, on this hand, we've shown hearts and diamonds. This hand chose to bid 2 no trumps. I'm inclined to think this hand doesn't have much of an opening bid unless it has the ace of hearts with king, queen, jack of clubs. That's 10 points, and the robot doesn't normally open with 10 and rarely opens with 11. But I think that this hand bidding 2 no trumps, just the ace in spades, I think they've probably got the king of diamonds to bid like that. Could they have the ace of hearts and this hand have the king of diamonds? Well, this hand has king, queen, jack of clubs, king of diamonds, jack of hearts. That's still only 10 points. I don't think the robot generally opens with 10 points. I think they have to have 11, unless they've got, well, we know they've got 7 clubs. Maybe that persuades them to open with 10 points. But this hand here, 10 to 12 total points. They add on points for shortages. It says they have 2 plus clubs. Well, do they? They've only got the ace of spades. If they had the ace of hearts, this has king of diamonds and jack of hearts to go with king, queen, jack of clubs. Really, we just got to try and decide whether we're going to play a diamond to the ace and try and in hope that this hand only has 2 diamonds, and then we play the king, queen of spades, throwing 2 clubs away, or we play for this hand to have the king of diamonds and take the finesse. Well, let's see what happens when we play the ace of clubs. As expected, that hand follows. We've got lots of cards. Let's see if we can tempt West to cover if they have the king of diamonds. They've only got 3 diamonds left, and we've got ace, queen, jack, 10, 9. So we can afford to lead a high diamond. They didn't put the king on and put the 7 on. Right, so this is the moment of truth. Let's see what will happen if we play low and the king of diamonds wins. They'll cash a club. And this hand will have the ace of hearts. They must have the ace and king of the ace of hearts and the king of diamonds must be in opposite hands. Otherwise they can't have their bids. So they can only cash the 1 club. So if it loses here to the king of diamonds, this hand cashes the club and they make the ace of hearts as well. And then we should make the rest. So they've got 2 tricks so far. And they'll make the king of diamonds and a club. Like even if they play another club and this hand roughs, we can over rough. Or if they put this hand in with the ace of hearts and they lead another spade, we can rough here, and we've got plenty of trumps to rough our losers and throw one away on the spades. So there's not a problem about us going down. So we make 9 tricks if we take if we take a losing diamond finesse. If we go up with the ace of diamonds and this hand follows, we started with 4 in our hand and 5 in dummy. So that's 9. So they only have 4. And if this hand doesn't follow, we're still in to take another diamond finesse if it only had 1 diamond. So if the finesse, if we play the finesse and it wins, we're home and dry. We draw another trump, king, queen of spades, throwing the clubs away, and so we're fine. So if so now what we consider is if we got the ace of diamonds and this hand doesn't follow, the king 10 of spades will enable us to throw the clubs away. If they follow with a low card and they've got the king of diamonds, they had 3 diamonds to the king, then if they follow with a low card and they don't have the king, and the king of diamonds is here, we can cash those spades, throw the clubs away, and we'll lose the ace of hearts and king of diamonds. If they do have the king, if they have the king of diamonds and a little diamond, sorry, go up with the ace, and they'll just be left with the king of diamonds. When we play the king of spades, they're rough. So basically, if we guess wrong, we're going to lose 2 tricks. If we guess right, we're going to make, we're only going to lose 1 more trick. We'll lose 2 more tricks if we guess wrong. What do we think? Well, this hand, they've got to have plenty of distribution, and they've got a singleton spade and 6 or 7 clubs, probably 7. No, 6, because this hand supposedly has 2 more. So that gives them 6 cards in the red suits. And they don't have more than 4 hearts because they've opened 1 heart with 5, maybe not with 7 clubs. There's a lot of distribution around. I think the ace of hearts is over here. This hand's got the king of diamonds to 3. And so I'm going to play the ace of diamonds. And I had the king of diamonds to 2. Right. So they wouldn't have played the king unless they had another diamond. So, and this hand we know has 6 spades. So we can cash these 2 spades quite comfortably. Now, it doesn't matter actually. We might as well draw the last trump because, yeah, remember that we started with 9, so they started with 4. We're going to stay in this hand and draw the last trump. Then we can cash the king and 10 of spades because we had the queen jack, so they're both good. So we can throw these clubs away. And now, basically, we're just going to lose the ace of hearts. It doesn't, I don't suppose the row, we need to rough, we'll still be able to rough 2 hearts. If the robot, if we cross to dummy and lead another heart and the robot plays low, that would be very silly of them, but we can still cross rough the last 3 tricks if they play low. The ace is there. And now we're just going to cross rough these last 3 tricks. And that's 100%. So that was well worth trying to work it out. And so the robot did open with 10 high card points, and with that 6-4 distribution. So it's got us up to 60% anyway. See if we can keep on moving up over these last 3 boards. And we got 19 points, the singleton spade. If I were just playing for myself, I would open this hand two more trumps, but with the robot, just because the robot's so much better. But I'm going to play a reverse here, which will show this sort of hand. Go open one diamond. And partner bids one heart. Let me see what three spades means here. It means a splinter. It means I've got diamonds. I've got four spades, four hearts, one or fewer spades, and 19 to 22 total points. So that's what I've got. So this is three spade. This is a three spade bid. The robot bids four clubs, saying it's got the ace of clubs. And 11 plus total points. So we know they haven't got their points in hearts. They've got 4 points in clubs. The real danger is that they've got king, queen of spades for their points rather than the king of diamonds. If I got a choice here, I could bid four diamonds to show the ace of diamonds. The robot might bid four hearts, but then I'm going to bid four diamonds. The robot might bid Roman key card Blackwood after that, but I'll show the ace of diamonds. I know I'm telling the opponents that, but they've gone to Roman key card Blackwood, and I've got three key cards, ace king of hearts and the ace of diamonds, so I can bid five clubs. The robot bids five no trumps that says we've got all the key cards. So the robot's got the ace of spades and the ace of clubs, and doesn't promise extras. It says it's got the queen of hearts, but we have the queen of hearts. So that looks like it's got six hearts. That would cause it to think that the queen doesn't matter. Count it as having the queen. But they've got eight. So yeah, I think if I bid six clubs, that shows the king of clubs. Yeah, it does. Okay, I know I'm telling the defenders all about my hand, but we're looking here to see if we can make seven hearts. So I'm going to show the king of clubs, and they bid six hearts. So +11 total points. So we know they've got the two aces. We think they've got six hearts. So we can ruff some spades in our hand. So we've got, our worry is the third round of clubs and the second round of diamonds. But they have to have shortage if they've only got the ace of spades and the ace of clubs. That's 8 high card points. 6 hearts. So if we think we've got 6 heart tricks, a spade trick is 7, 2 club tricks are 9, and the ace of diamonds is 10. So we haven't got 6 no trumps here. We do need to make some rough some spades in our hand. It looks as though the robot doesn't have the king of diamonds, because they now know that's a crucial card, because we've shown the king of hearts and the king of clubs and the ace of diamonds. We haven't shown the queen of diamonds yet, although we have said we've got 19 high card points, and there can't be many other places for it. It could presumably be here in spades. So are we going to settle for 6 hearts, or are we going to look for 7? 2 aces and the queen of clubs, missing there, and 3 little diamonds, and they've probably got the jack of hearts. I think we've probably got to settle for 6 hearts. Perhaps we should have tried bidding 4 no trumps and taking charge of the auction and finding out what the robot had, because it's dangerous trusting the robot's judgment. But I expect there'll be people in 7. I think the robot shouldn't have the king of diamonds. They don't, but they lead it. And there we are, 6 hearts to the jack. So that's why the robot basically with 6 opposite 4, the queen, you expect the queen to drop underneath the ace king, and so you counts as having the queen of clubs. We still have a club loser, but we aim to no, we don't. We can throw one away on the spade and rough it in our hand. So the king of diamonds lead has given us our 13th trick if this doesn't get roughed. All right, let's draw the trumps. We've got 10, so they've got 3. Clubs played. Right, and that's the last of their trumps gone. We can cross to the ace of spades, king of spades, throwing a club away. So the queen of diamonds takes care of the diamond, and we can rough that club. So we will make all 13 tricks. But notice that basically, if they hadn't led the king of diamonds, the diamond would have, the slam would have depended on the diamond finesse. And you don't want to, as I said earlier, you don't want a bit of grand slam that's a 50% chance. You want it to be 2/3, 66%, preferably a little bit more even. So I can now claim making +1, 57%, because a fair number bid the grand, I expect. No, only 1 bid the grand, but everybody else is bidding 6. Yeah. So we got to the right contract, but enough to drop us a place. So we've dropped behind the person who bid 7. But that was the right thing to do. Right, off we go again. 16 high card points, but 5-5 in the minors. So we're going to start with a diamond. 5-5, you bid the higher suit first. On spade, double from partner here, only promises hearts, doesn't promise the other suit as well. Just saying got 4+ hearts, which we're not interested in. But we have got enough shape that we can bid 3 clubs here. I know it says 17 to 22 total points. But we've got a lot of distribution. We don't want to defend, and they're going to bid. So they've got a spade stop. They've got some hearts. Hopefully one of our minor suits is going to run. We could bid 4 clubs, suggesting 5 of a minor, but they may have 3 tricks off the top and we have the other 10. So I'm going to pass and hope that partner knows what they're doing. Partner hopes to have double stop. We do have 5 diamond tricks. We can ultimately come to 4 club tricks. So 3 of spades led, which hand bid spades first? West. So West has 5 spades and East has 3. And because we've got 5, so they've got 8, and this hand's got 5, and this hand supported them. So we think that West will have 5 spades and East will have 3. It's possible East will have the jack, but we think West is most likely to have the ace. So we're going to basically knock out the ace of clubs and hope that we've got 2 spade stops. Oh, we have 2 spade stops. They should really have ducked that one round to us, put the jack in. Anyway, we'll play the clubs now. There's the ace. I've never knocked out our heart stop, but that's fine. We've got the rest of the tricks now after they cash the ace of hearts. I suppose we could have thrown the ace of hearts. Yeah, they needed to take it now, otherwise, right, and we can claim because the Queen of Spades is good, the hearts are good, all the diamonds are good, all the clubs are good. We'll see that actually now BBO does let us claim without us having the lead. Well, not everybody got to doing their trumps there, but everybody who did made that. Yes, at match points, you really do, you see you can make, some people can make 5 diamonds, probably 5 clubs, but you've got to, well, you're losing 3 aces, aren't you? So you can't. So 3 no trumps. At match points, you very often want to be in 3 no trumps rather than 5 of the minor. So we go 1 club, 1 spade from partner, and we've got 13 high card points. We have a decent club stop. We don't have much of a heart stop. We do have 3 spades in support of partner. I think 2 clubs here says we've got 3 plus spades, 10 plus total points. And that's really the only forcing bid that shows our hand. So I'm going to bid this here. Looks like we might end in 4 spades rather than 3 no trumps. But so partner jumps to 3 spades. So they got 14 to 17 high card points. Well, we've got 13, so they can't have more than 13 high card points because we got the best hand. So we got 26 high card points between us. And this hand opened the bidding with 1 club. So this hand has very little. It's conceivable this hand could have the top 4 hearts. Right, so we need to decide whether we're going to 4 spades or 3 no trumps. Yeah. Well, partner really ought to have 6 spades for the 3 spade bid, but yeah, they may be short of a forcing bid. I don't know what 3 clubs by them would have meant. But so they've opened 1 club. They don't have 5 hearts off the top. We've got a roughing value here in hearts in our hand. What have they got? They've got most of the rest of the points. They can't have more than 13 points either. So it could be 13, 13, 13 and 1. But so where do we want to do? Which will be best, 3 no trumps or 4 spades? It looks as though we can get a heart, we can rough a heart in our hand, and that should come to 1 more trick, we hope. So I think we'll play 4 spades. Except we'll get a club lead from East probably, which, well, I think 4 spades, and we will play hearts from dummy. Start with to try and set up the rough. Right. So partner didn't have that much in hearts, and the heart rough is crucial. I think you can see in no trumps, we would make our 7 spades. The king of hearts is 8, and our ace king of that. So that's 11 tricks. But here we're going to make 12 in spades. Unless they get a rough early on. Queen of clubs. I don't think there's a big long heart suit around. I'm going to rough this heart high because I can, because there's 7 spades there, 3 here, that's 10. So they've only got 3, so I don't take any chances. And this hand would have, might have over-ruffed. So that was well worth doing. And we had the queen of spades, so the 10 of spades is going to be good. And followed. We can draw the last trump. And we've got the ace of diamonds and the king of clubs to take care of those 2 losers. So we can claim the rest of the tricks. 53%. Most people are doing the same. Did anybody bid the slam? We won't be able to see that because it doesn't come up very quickly. Climbed us up to 4th place with our 60%. So it's just those 2 early boards. The 4 spades where we finessed the wrong way in diamonds. And this one, no trump +1, where we could have made some more. But apart from that, we did well, I think, as well as could be expected. Look, oh, so 1 pair bid 6 spades there, which, you know, there was a case for, but we could easily have had 2 heart losers off the top. So I hope you found that useful. There's lots of counting to be done there to get a lot of counting to get that 100%, for example. So I hope you found it useful. Please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave any comments that you want to. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.